Hi, my name is Erica Johnson. I am a project engineer here at One Energy in the construction department. Before I came to One Energy, I was at The Ohio State University, and my climb to the top has been a roller coaster. I grew up in Northeast Illinois, about an hour north of Chicago. I'm a Midwest girl at heart. I do love the Midwest, so I was really looking for essentially a Big Ten school was what I wanted, and I found that in Ohio State. I loved Ohio State. I still love it. I took a tour there my senior year of high school and absolutely fell in love. It was one of those ones where I walked on campus and just knew that that's where I wanted to go and where I wanted to be. There's nothing quite like the feel of campus on game day. I loved that atmosphere. I loved the energy. I found One Energy through a career fair at Ohio State, and I liked my internship because we got to rotate their different departments. So I went through project planning, I did construction, and I did research and development. We got to do things that actually mattered. I really enjoyed and really liked getting to put together all the materials that go to a customer and working on figuring out what a customer's actual need is. And I also really loved everybody that I worked with, which was why I wanted to come back. So I actually spent 2.5 years in the project planning department before I got rotated into construction. So I spent a lot of time on our wind resource side, on our methodologies, on operational reporting. And now that I've moved to the construction side, I do still do a lot of development, but I'm now working more so on the development and engineering and design of our high voltage projects. So as a project engineer, I have my day-to-day duties that I do and the projects that I'm actively working on. I also am part of the IT team, also a system operator, and then I also do still help out project planning. I think my favorite part of my day is actually when I get to collaborate with coworkers, which is it's not a set in stone thing like that. It doesn't happen, precisely at 8:30 a.m. every day. But getting to bounce ideas off my other project engineer who sits right behind me, or getting to help interns answer questions for them for whatever project they're working on. I really enjoy working with people and being able to work together to make something happen. And One Energy is just so different from everybody else. This company it's hard to describe because it's an entrepreneurial environment, but you have a lot of flexibility and a lot of freedom. I really like having the ability to think for myself. I also really like what One Energy stands for. I love that we put up wind turbines for large customers to help lower their carbon footprint. I love that we are helping customers do what's best for their business and help them get the best power for their business. I just think One Energy has such a cool mission and a really fun environment to be a part of every day. I think my favorite memory is actually the first time I got to climb a turbine, which is when I was an intern. And it was a perfect day for a climb. The weather was perfect. We were able to see for miles from the top, which it was just such a cool experience. Such a cool experience that anyone who works here should absolutely do. For someone going into energy or power or renewables or anything like that, I think getting as much experience as possible. So, investigating what's out there, investigating different companies, looking into different things, figuring out what you actually want to do and where you want to fit, and then seeing if you can find a company that does that, because they probably are already out there. I chose roller coaster because, I think like a lot of people who experience, there's been highs, there's been lows. Yeah, there's highs and lows to everything. Being a woman in engineering is interesting to say the least, in that a lot of the time if we are going to talk to a customer or going to talk to a vendor, or in most rooms where conversations are happening, a lot of the time One Energy is the only company that has women who are coming to these conversations and who are in the position to make decisions and develop projects and drive projects. I think One Energy is somewhere right around 50-ish% women at this point, and a lot of our heads are women, which I think is really exciting. Because in school, we had our little pocket of 10 female engineers in the class of 70 people. It's just always been male dominated, and I think a lot of people still think of engineering as a male field when it doesn't have to be. And One Energy is proving that women can absolutely do this and absolutely do it very well. What I see going in the future is, getting to actually see the projects that I'm working on developing get built and then get used and, start moving power through. I think it's been really cool to see this side of the business grow. Thank you. Thank you, team.